Here's the list of businesses which will not do very well on AI. AI will suddenly change the game. No, if you were a sucky business, you did not know how to run a business, AI is not going to solve your problem. If you want to just experience AI, easiest and fastest way to get into it is go and chat with Chat GPT.
So we understand that the way AI is evolving and the way the new models are being launched every day, of course, it's gonna, for it to be mainstream for all the businesses, it's gonna take some time. Okay. But there is going to be a degree of AI, let's say, encroachment into businesses. And some businesses, it's going to be, let's say, 5% use of AI. Some businesses probably are built on AI and everything they do is based off of that. So, which businesses do you think are the ones that, if what verticals are the ones right now that if they are absolutely not thinking about AI, they will probably not exist in the next 5 years?
So right now, I did a reel which did not do very well. Maybe I should post it again. In that reel, I said, here's the list of businesses which will not do very well on AI. AI cannot help. And of course, it was a trick question. I said, oh, there is no list. And I said, I challenge you. So I do strongly believe that there is no business out there. When I say no business, no business. There's no business out there which cannot be helped with AI. The challenge people are thinking is, one of the challenges, AI is changing so rapidly. The models change every day. How am I going to do it? How will I actually even implement everything? Businesses need to think of, again, business problems, not AI. They spend too much time thinking about AI. Instead, come back and say, I have this business problem. Then work with somebody who understands the AI and say, can AI help me with this problem? Don't look for, it's almost like saying, man, somebody gave me a hammer. Where are all the nails I can hammer? Instead, it is, hey, I've got some nails and I've got some screws and I've got some special kind of fasteners. What is the tool I need to use? Right? Can this new tool help me? So businesses should focus on business and be aware that AI can help them, and work with somebody who understands AI really well and have them help you figure out what it is. And of course, if it is a big enough project, you could decide to hire people and do it in-house later. But first figure out, don't go and start hiring AI team and building AI team to solve the things. Instead, find out the business problems, right? And somehow some of the businesses are actually punting at this time, and the thinking is, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, things are not working. Now AI will suddenly change the game. No, if you were a sucky business, you did not know how to run a business, AI is not going to solve your problem. You got to really figure out what is the problem and then go and look for solution. For example, not getting enough customers is many businesses' problem. Not being able to service customers properly is a problem. Being not able to serve them at a proper price point, it's being too expensive, is a problem. Those are business problems, nothing to do with AI. Once you lay those problems down, then you ask them that what should be done. If you want to just experience AI, easiest and fastest way to get into it is go and chat with Chat GPT. Yes, I'm intentionally picking one model for you, in spite of the fact its own limitations. Why Chat GPT? Chat GPT has by far the best interactive voice conversation model, by far. Even if it doesn't give, hallucinations and going, it's being a little bit more creative than the others. Claude is more exact. All that doesn't matter. The fact you can go on a walk or a hike and talk and have a conversation asking the same questions, each question will give you more ideas to what to ask. So it's like your perfect tutor teaching you everything. 20% it might be off, but 80% you will get, and 80% is what matters anyway. Right? So recommendations you'll give, 20% will be completely off. So that's getting the experience. The other thing is to think of AI as a all-purpose, amazing assistant, which can fit into many places, but still a assistant, right? People are talking about, oh, AI create $1 billion business for me. Okay, AI is not going to create the $1 billion. It gives you the ideas to create the $1 billion business, and many of those ideas you have to go and change and things, right? It's very different than people have created a $1 billion AI business versus AI creating a $1 billion business. Two different things, right? So if you're very scared, just go with ChatGPT, right? And once you get a little experience, then you can just try the other ones to know the difference between the models and how they talk to you. That might give you a little bit more confidence and comfort that what it is about. But if nothing else, just think of it as AI is a very intelligent, flexible assistant, which can fit into many of your jobs, right? And if you have a question, you can ask AI that question that, hey, I have this problem. Can AI actually help me? It'll not completely perfectly answer it, but it'll give you a pretty good idea, right? So it's amazing. AI is amazingly good, especially chatbots from AI are amazingly good at bootstrapping your knowledge base in learning this thing. And it'll be very fast learning. And it's a very patient teacher. You can ask the same question 10 times, it never says, I already answered that. AI never says that. In fact, when I talk to AI, I say, hey, you used that term last week. I forgot what the term is. It's about something like this because I don't remember the terminology. It'll repeat the term for me. So, oh, no problem. Here is the term. And I hear it 3 times. I'll know the term what it is for that, right? So that's advice. If you've never done anything, just do that. Find influencers who are focused on business level ideas. And when I say business level ideas, by the way, do you really want to know how much NVIDIA has invested in AI? Will that make a distance difference in your business decision? It will not. All people just talk about that. Oh, 5.2 is launched now. 5.1 is done. Okay. So how does it change my business? So you got to find the right kind of people to follow who are talking about stuff who are talking about the stuff which matters to you versus just hype cycle of the news cycle of what is happening and the fight between Elon Musk and OpenAI. Those kind of news things are not going to help you decide anything in business in any way.